Hi there everyone, it's Red Admin here just to update you guys with another awesome video of nerdy, amazing fandom wonder. Also, if you're wondering why I'm either really squinting or opening my eyes super wide as though there's some sort of horrifying figure that is just outside of the camera, don't be afraid. It's because I have this really irritating light that is right in my peripheral vision that I cannot get rid of, because otherwise you would not be able to see my face because my room is literally darker than the pits of hell. Yeah. It's terrifying. So this video is going to be about pretty much my favorite subject in the entire world, or at least one of my favorite subjects in the entire world, and that's writing! Yay! Fanfare and confetti and wondrous amazingness! Woo! Be excited. It's amazing. So one of the things that has come up in the writing community a lot lately is this idea that people have that their ideas are somehow completely and utterly their own. The thing is, writers have an almost serial killer-like obsessiveness with their writing. It's like if someone even so much as looks at their book the wrong way, then they feel the need to round up their troops and attack them like it's some sort of nuclear word linguistics battle of death. I really admire authors like J.K. Rowling, who invented Pottermore, which is pretty much just a giant fanfiction. It's a website where you can go and interact with a whole bunch of other nerds who have the same amazing passion for Harry Potter that you do. And you're pretty much put right into the story and you get to make the story your own, and this is what excites me. Then there are other authors who, the minute somebody even sits down to think about a fanfiction or create an OC, which is an original character for those of you who do not speak fandom, they get this horrible driven passion to drive a stake and copyright and trademark into this person's forehead. I mean, thousands of years ago, before written language, people told stories orally. I mean, the Odyssey was first an oral presentation, an oral story, and it was meant to be shared with people. I mean, stories are created to evoke a connection among us to where we feel like there's somebody who relates to us, or there's somebody who can make us laugh, or make us happy, or make us cry horrible tears of blood because of the feelings that are in this novel. John Green, I am pointing my finger at you. You kill my emotions with every word you write, and it is beautiful, and I love it. I mean, as Carl Sagan said, if you were to create an apple pie from scratch, you would have to start by inventing the universe. There is no original idea. Even if you lived in a box and you had no other inspiration other than the walls of your box, it still wouldn't be entirely yours because the walls of your box would have influenced your story. You would have a box wall story that was not entirely based off of you, it was based off of box walls. You have experienced your own things. Nobody's life will ever be like yours. Half of my characters are based off of my OTPs, which stands for only true pairing, or one true pairing, which really is an oxymoron because people normally have so many OTPs they can't even count them, so it really should be like MOTPs, multiple only. That doesn't even make sense. I'm just going to stop. I remember the other day, all of your friendly neighborhood admins went to this incredible, amazing bookstore called The Tattered Cover, and we saw almost an entire shelf devoted to short stories and poems, and all of these little things that were inspired by J.R.R. Tolkien. They're written about the Lord of the Rings, they're written in addition to Lord of the Rings, and I do not believe for a second that these published fanfictions, which is pretty much what they are violating his memory at all. No, these are devoted writers who were touched by this brilliant story that J.R.R. Tolkien created in The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. And they felt so moved by the emotion or the experience that it gave them that they just had to write about it. And that writing just happened to be published so that it could be shared with other people who were really excited about it. Because once and you make it yours, you are participating. It is the writer and the reader working together. I do not make the story. I wrote the story, but the story has no meaning unless other people are participating in it. So, I guess my point is, this egocentric idea that we have towards writing needs to stop. Because otherwise, what's the point? You might as well have just written it and then shoved it onto your bed if you're not going to let people participate in it. So let people write their fan fictions. Let people draw their fan art. Writing is beautiful, and it was created to connect us. And we should be using it as a bridge between people rather than some sort of award or pedestal that we use to put ourselves up in this arrogant, narcissistic fashion. We are community. We are one world. That's the whole point of this vlog and of our Tumblr and of our Facebook page. We are here to unite the fandoms, the people who get so crazy excited about things that people literally cannot hang out with us when we are having an explosion of feels. So let us be that community and get excited in the way that nobody else can get excited as writers and nerds and geeks and amazing, inspired people.